What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Stock Holiday coming to tap in with y'all. We're going to talk about some of the things that we've seen today in the market, altcoin issues in particular. The market had a little bit of a spike today, not just a little bit. We saw a nasty red candle in Bitcoin. Saw Bitcoin go from $86,900, 87,000 all the way down. I think it dipped below $84,000. Was that an expected red candle? Well, we understand that a lot of the things that happen, it's hard to know what to expect and what not to expect. We are kind of in no man's land, especially considering that the fact that the cycle has changed. Previously, we were kind of detecting what was going to happen. We were kind of understanding what was happening when it was happening. Now, it's like there's no rhyme or reason or explanation to make sense of the things that are occurring. So we take a look at the dip we went through today. The fear and greed index is still at 20 where it was yesterday. Um, Bitcoin dominance, where we at? We're at 58.8%. Still strong, almost 59%. Bitcoin down, it's down 4%. What was it down? About 3 or 4% earlier. Now it did a little bit of a recovery. We're back at $86,400. Ethereum dipped right along with Bitcoin. XRP got below $2 again. We've been seeing that a lot lately. We've been seeing XRP dip below $2 a lot lately. What did it get to this time? This time it got to 197, something like that, but that's still below that $2 level is what we continue to see get triggered. What are we to make out of all this that is going on? Actually, the fear and greed index is at 16 right now. We was at 20. Now we're at 16 as I refresh my computer. So rightfully so. You see the market dip like it did today. Fear and greed index should decrease. So that at least that part is understandable. Was also looking at various altcoins. Taking a look at coins like Zcash. Zcash was the darling of the most recent months. Zcash did great multipliers, went all the way up to about 700, 800 bucks, I believe. Now you look at it today, in just a few weeks, that joker's back down to $340. That just goes to show where we are in this cycle. There's no stability at all. Even a coin that did as well as Zcash still is subject to the crashes that we're experiencing. No coin is exempt. Any of these coins at any particular time can get wiped. Very important to take your profits. As we have seen, we don't know when the real pumps are going to come, if the real pumps are going to come. These are some of the issues we're having with altcoins. Altcoins are the issue. We don't know if these things are going to recover. We don't know when to start buying. We don't know when to sell. I mean, there's a lot of uncertainty in the market, and it's really frustrating a lot of people. So you have to really decide what it is that you're standing on. I hear some people saying, you know what, regardless of what's going on, I'm buying this thing all the way down. Not going to shake me out. Holding strong. Litecoin down to $77 right now. Avalanche $12.75. H-bar 13 cents. A lot of discounts and sales out here in the market. Dow Jones stock market was down as well today. Nasdaq was down 90 points. Dow Jones down 430 points, something like that. But today was just one of those days. Today, this is the first day of December. Some people may have been bullish because they say, oh, was December 1st is the first day that they're going to start start cutting quantitative tightening, start easing. Well, if it is day one, not going to change anything overnight. It's a process to implement quantitative easing. It's not just a button that you press and, oh, quantitative tightening is no more. No, it's a process. The things have to occur. But nevertheless, if it did start happening today, that's a good thing. But it's something that we are going to have to wait and see how it plays out in combination with a lot of the other things that are and will be transpiring in the next month. We're talking about 4 months. I'm still looking at December 2025. 4 weeks, excuse me. Still looking at this 1 month. We understand the first 2 months of Q4 was red. I don't think that we're going to have 3 consecutive months of red, especially Q4. The entire Q4 be red. If that's the case, that's going to scare a lot of people out of the market. You talking about people's portfolios really bleeding? You get 3 consecutive months of red? Oh yeah, that is a lot of blood being spilled from everyone's portfolio. That's never a good sign. People will be scared away. Is that the intentions? Is that what they want to do? I'm thinking back and recollecting on October. When October started 2025, we said, you know what? That's Q4. This is the beginning of Q4. We were expecting bullish things. What did the first week of October give us? Gave us great bullish pumps. We saw an all-time high. October, $625,000. We said, you know what? We're on the right track. Even though the government was shut down that first week of October, we didn't trip. We said, you know what? This is it. October is starting. Let us go ahead and gear up. Helmet on, seatbelt on. We're getting ready to ride this thing like Q4 is supposed to move. We're getting ready to prepare for AltCoin season like Q4 has typically presented us. What happened after week 1? What happened on October 10th? The Friday night flash crash. Dreams were wiped out. Expectations were not met. Saw a constant decline after that. Bitcoin dipped down to 80K. Altcoins got destroyed. That's why I say these is altcoin issues. It's like we can't get no stability with the altcoins. And the rest of October, we know how that went. It just was in a downward spiral. So you zoom all the way in to where we are today, December 1st. We say, okay, let's see what December is going to do. The first week of December probably be doom and gloom. Paying attention to short-term cycles. Paying attention to short-term trends. First week of December probably be disastrous. Doom and gloom. Touching 81,000, touching 82,000, touching $80,000. Oh, it's all over. This cycle's whack. Worst bull market ever. Why'd I get into crypto? XYZ, you guys heard all of the comments, complaints, so forth and so on, which is rightfully so. You know, we have been through a tough 2025. But what if, like October, we started off bullish, then we went left? Dreams were wiped out from up under us. Had no idea October was going to go in that direction. What if December start off red, we get doom and gloom, get wiped out the first week of December, and then it turns and goes left, goes the other direction, and start to spit out green candles like nobody would expect, and just start to really give us a little bit of that Q4 pump in December. That's a possibility, because when you're dealing with this cryptocurrency stuff, I mean, it is very tricky. October started off green. Everybody had high hopes. Everybody had positive thinking, positive momentum, and then boom, knocked down. Remember we dropped $20,000 in that one night? 10/10/2025. That's the date I won't forget. 10/10. But 10/10, we dropped 20K. A couple hours, the market, Bitcoin dropped $20,000. What if December can resemble a little bit of what October did, but just in the other direction? October started off green, then splashed blood, nothing but red. What if December starts off red and start to splash green? Talking about candy apple green, going up $15,000 in one day. I seen somebody say, man, Bitcoin can hit $150,000 by the end of December 2025. But you know, there's always wild predictions out there. Could it happen? Yeah, it could. We know Bitcoin is a beast. Can Bitcoin pump $60,000 in 1 month? That would be, what they say, that would be magical if we could see Bitcoin pump $60,000 in 1 month. But welcome to cryptocurrency. Just when you think you know what can and cannot occur, just like that, you say, what? I never would have thought this could have happened. Never would have thought we would go down to $74,000. Never thought we would go down to $80,000 in Q4 of 2025. Taking a look at some of these altcoins, looking at kind of doing a reflection of the year of 2025, even though we still got a month remaining. You could pick just about any coin and look at the 2025 chart, and you say, you know what? These charts kind of look like bear market charts. What's really been going on in the year of 2025? Cycles shifted. Our expectations, especially going off of the previous cycles, we said, you know what? 2025 is supposed to be the year. This is the year after the Bitcoin halving. It's supposed to go down this year. This is what we're waiting on. Everybody on base, on second base. I'm ready to get hit a double so I can send somebody home. On first base, I just need a triple, and I'm going home safe. It didn't happen. A lot of strikes. We were striking out. We were buying the dips. We were butting. Double play. Get tagged out. Like, come on now. Can't catch a break. We did not catch a break all year. Is December our month to catch a break? You take a look at coins like Chainlink. Currently, right now, Chainlink is $12.07. But let's zoom out on Chainlink for the year of 2025. We understand that December 2025 was the best year of 2025. Chainlink topped out at $27 January 21st, 2025. February, we saw the bloodbath came. It's back down to $18. $12 right now, right? Liberation Day hit. Chainlink got down to $11. We're $12.07. Right back to where Liberation Day had us sitting. Extreme fear once again. Take a look at the pump that we did have in August 2025. Chainlink got back to $26.27. $26.27, or just say $27 in August 2025. And the top in January 2025 was about that same price, $26.59 or $27. So it topped January 21st. Liberation Day came, dipped all the way down to $10, $11. April 2025. Then boom, here's that top again. August 2025, we're seeing $27. The same top that we saw in January. Then here we go again, right back. End of November, beginning of December, we're right back at that Liberation Day level. We're at $12. Liberation Day, April 2025, $10.90. So we're right back at those levels. You look at the Fear and Greed Index, we're right back at that same level we were at Fear and Greed during Liberation Day. What are you saying, Coach? Cryptocurrency, I like to look at patterns. Cryptocurrency seems to be filled with patterns. We saw the top January, boom. We saw the top again August. Saw the bottom April. Right back at the bottom December 1st. We've seen time after time again, after extreme fear, we recover. Extreme fear was April 2025. We recovered all the way back August 2025. Portfolio doubled, if not tripled. Chainlink went from $10 to $27, almost a 3x. How many months is that? In 4 months. Where are we at right now? We're December. How are the next 4 months going to look? How are the next 2 or 3 months going to look? After extreme fear, the market always bounces back. But it's very tough to wrap your mind around that. It's very tough to lay your head on that kind of pillow, because it's so volatile. You say, no, I'm not going to trust that. Even though time and time again it's happened like that, this market too shaky for me to trust that, is what a lot of folks are saying. But if you're still in the market, you have to find something to trust. You can't go around and not trusting anything. What are you going to hang your hat on? What are you going to stand on? You got 1 foot over here, 1 foot over there. Very tough, but all-time high for Chainlink. Previous cycle, 2021, it did hit $50, $49.50. May of 2021. Top of Bitcoin came November 2021. Chainlink was back at $32. So Chainlink does its own thing for the most part. But we did see 2 tops in 2025. Right back down, $12 today. 2024, we saw a bottom at like $10. So look like that's a support level for Chainlink. Bear market 2023, Chainlink did get to $5.25. So even if you were buying in the bear market of 2023, you still up. That's the importance of finding the solid coins. We know these altcoins are filled with a lot of SHIT coins. You want to be careful that you are in some of the solid coins. Because if you're in some of the solid coins, like we're looking at right now, take a look at Chainlink. We know Chainlink is one of the solid coins. If you just be patient, dollar cost averaging these solid good plays, and just hang your hat on it, these coins will be the ones that recover. Yeah, it may take you a whole nother cycle, but look at where we were during the bear market of 2023. We're at $5. You would still be up 2-3x a couple of years later, two years later. Cryptocurrency causes for a lot of patience because it's so volatile. If you're not patient in investing into cryptocurrency, you'll get wrecked because you'll move too fast. Even though crypto moves fast, sometimes you got to sit. Yeah, it don't feel good to sit and watch the drip. It don't feel good to sit and listen to the rhetoric of the doom and gloom. That's not comfortable. You say, damn, let me go ahead and just get up out of here. Imagine folks that got up out of Chainlink at $7. Sold Chainlink at $6. Say, nah, it's too much. They would have been up double. Imagine folks that are going to sell Chainlink today at $12. Will Chainlink get back to $24? Will Chainlink break new all-time high and get past $50? If so, look at the multipliers you'll do by being patient. Very important to find the altcoins that we can really stand up. I'm going to make a list of the coins that I think are the solid coins that we should really be paying attention to as far as long-term standing. Yeah, our portfolio was diverse. We had a lot of small cap coins that are getting destroyed right now. But I'm taking a look at some of the solid plays, the quote unquote solid plays. And these are the ones that I'm really going to focus on. I'm talking about long term. I'm talking about having a patience portfolio. Yeah, I got portfolio over here, I got a portfolio over there, but I don't have a patience portfolio. I need to create a patient portfolio to where I got maybe 10 coins in there, 10 solid coins that I think is going to be around for cycles to come. I'm talking about Casper, amongst a host of other coins that I will make a list. I'll drop it in the Patreon so you guys can chew up the meat, spit out the bone, do whatever it is that you want to do with it. But I am going to share that with you guys and let you guys know what I am feeling, the kind of things that I am maneuvering and trying to set up, because you just don't want to be a sitting duck. You don't want to be a sitting duck. We are in a lot of high risk plays. Some of those plays may not recover. You know, we, I know I got my butt kicked in several plays. Let's take a look at another coin and see how it performed in 2025. Which coin could we take? Let's take a look at. Take a look at Avalanche. We'll take a look at Avalanche. AVAX. Price of AVAX today, $12.77. Let's see how AVAX has performed over the year, this past year, 2025. Very interesting, especially in comparison to the chain link chart that we just reviewed. So you take a look at January. What was Avalanche doing? January 5th, Avalanche was $43. Currently, right now, Avalanche is $12.77. No big deal, because we know a lot of the coins, the market was up in January 2025, so that's to be expected. $43 Avalanche in January 2025. Liberation Day hit April 2025. Avalanche got to $16. Where are we at right now today? December 1st? We're at $12.77. So that is kind of same comparison that we saw with Chainlink. The price that we're at now, we're at Liberation Day prices. Fear and Greed Index is extreme fear right now. We were at extreme fear during the tariff Black Swan event. Let's continue to move along. So we know we hit $16 April 2025. We're at $12 right now. And then we hit a top September 2025 of $35. $35 top September 2025. And we had a $41 top January 2025. So that is very close in comparison. So even this chart is resembling similarities to what we saw the Chainlink chart. Avalanche shows the Avalanche is down 72% over the year. Those are bear market numbers. Those are bear market numbers. You down 71%, 72% over the past year. That's a bear market. No other way to slice it, no other way to cut it. We have been going through a bear market during the year of 2025. Now that the data is out, now that we got all the information, that is exactly what has been going on. We didn't want to see it as such, because going off of history, always the year after the Bitcoin halving, we see green, we see pumps. So when you zoom out and kind of get the scope, the spectrum of what is going on, what has taken place, you say, damn, 2026 typically should be the bear market. But what if 2025 was the doggone bear market? We kept talking about the cycle done changed, the cycle moved, this is different. What typically comes after the bear market? Did the bear market get shortened? I mean, I'm talking about a lot of questions on the table. A lot of doggone. You say, hold up, quantitative easing is getting ready to come. You say, hold up, liquidity is getting ready to start to flow. You say, hold up, stimulus checks getting ready to get issued. You say, hold up, tax time is right around the corner. You say, hold up, cash is getting ready to start to flow. Liquidity is getting ready to start to flow. What could be coming? 2026. Could we see the unorthodox continue? Like we seen 2025, this was one of the most unorthodox years of cryptocurrency. Could we see another next year? What we were expecting in 2025, it all went left. What are we to expect in 2026? We were expecting a bear market, expecting crypto winter. What if that all go left and we see parabolic pumps? We see green candles start to explode. What if December starts off like October did and it flips? What if December starts off red? We went from 87K down to $83,000 in one day. December started off nasty. What if it just flipped the script and just started to